Three down, three down.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Check three.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Ready. 18 Gator. Snap.
Play action. Now it's locked. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. There's a party now.
Go. Hey, exit. Get it.
Locke taking the snap and run. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Down. 70. Indy.
Check back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set 50, plant.
Here we go, G.
Come. Hit it.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leo.
Here's Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Von Miller. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson throwing on 3rd and long. He gets this one to Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Here's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On first down, it's Johnson. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get the ball.
To throw again, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Locke. That's complete to Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Better bring it.
Step.
Fournette, a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, set.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check one.
Cut. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now to the air. Rock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, zoom. Hey, lock it.
On first down, Locke will fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
All day, baby, all day.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
41's coming, 41's the mic. Cut, cut, cut.
Protein spill. Big rip.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the first-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak him. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Normally when you run that play on 2nd down, you don't expect to be pushed backwards. But the defense got a strong push up the middle, and he'll wind up losing ground and setting up 3rd down.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
4 down. 36.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down, Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
X3, 218, chop, go.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Eddie Vanderdoes there on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run it again with Fournette. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Ready, ready. 90, Wolf.
Check back, check back.
A lot going to throw it here. He completes this to Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Tight end
Clock now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
To throw again on second down. Lock, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.